Hello, everyone, and welcome to Those Working Fangirls, where we talk all things nerdy book, TV, movie, pop culture, fandoms, and how they integrate into our adult lives. I'm Natasha.
And I'm Christine. That was fast today.
I didn't even look at it.
Impressive.
Look at you go.
And today we're joined by our special bestie guest, Chloe.
Hi, friends. It's been a hot minute, but I'm happy to be back.
We're happy to have you back. And Chloe's back for our 30 Flirty and Forever Alone episode.
Woo!
It goes this way.
I don't have the book. What was I doing?
I could go grab mine. Wait.
I have so many all around me. Yeah, so we are having our 30 Flirty and Forever Alone book club for the main discussion portion today. But before that, okay, well, we'll let everyone get their books so we can be cute. Oh my gosh.
Mine's upstairs.
Okay, me and Chloe have our books.
What is this? Is this a garter?
It's the garter.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? Hey, I got
And
it
it's
before
special because
said.
nobody else has that drawing because I think I signed yours really early.
Yeah, you did. Oh my god, so cutesy.
So we'll be talking about Tafapa later on in the episode. But before that, we've got our regular segments, a lot of Snap Crackle pop culture news this week because we did not have it last week, and somewhat right now. So we're going to jump right in. Natasha, do you want to start us off with Snap Crackle pop culture news?
Oh my god, what do I start with?
There's so much fucking news. I don't even know what to do with myself.
Okay, today in Heated Rivalry news.
I was like, there's no way she doesn't start with HR.
Yes. So
HR.
HR.
It's how Nat
I know
has been
what
texting
HR
it to
stands
me.
for, guys.
So it's in my brain.
I'm just saying that it really sounds like The Office.
Oh, like human resources.
Yes.
Okay, so Connor Story and Hudson Williams have landed their first roles outside of Heated Rivalry, and it's so interesting because they're both signed with the same agency, and so I feel like they had to announce like the same week, or everyone's like, what about this? What about this? Anyways, so Connor was cast in an A24 comedy called Peaked. He's going to be starring alongside Laura Dern, Simone Ashley from Bridgerton,
Oh my god.
Emma Mackey, and also Bachelor and Traitors alum Gabby Wendy.
Lesbian?
Wait, sorry, what is the
Yes.
show?
It's a movie called Peaked from A24.
Beautiful
Okay,
cast.
interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Simone Ashley
So-
could do anything, and I
She
don't
really
care because
could.
like she's so hot,
She's
and
so
it's just
beautiful.
like I know it's like looking at her is a movie in itself.
Yes.
Yeah. And I just
agree.
rewatched Bridgerton season 2 and I'm like, wow.
So beautiful.
Wow.
And then Hudson was cast in a drama TV show, which is going to be on Crave, which is what Heated Rivalry was
Okay,
originally
yes.
on, called Yaga. And it's about Baba Yaga. It's like
The
a,
Witch?
yeah.
Is it fantasy?
No, it's a like a dark drama.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's being adapted. It's like it's being adapted from a book, I think, called Yaga. But he's going to be starring alongside Carrie Ann Moss, who is from The Matrix. She played Trinity, and Jessica Jones. She's
Okay,
like the main
cool.
boss lady in that. Anyways,
Those roles match their looks.
yes,
Huge Emily Henry news this week.
yes.
Okay, we've gotten our January Andrews casting for the Beach Read movie, and it's going to be played by Phoebe Denver from
Devener.
Devener from Bridgerton season 1. Like, our main girlie from Bridgerton season 1 is playing January Andrews. I'm so excited that this is like rolling now. We're casting, we're getting into it. That means they're going to be like shooting soon that they're announcing these things. So
exciting. You guys actually broke this for me because I saw your Instagram story and I squelched. I was like, ah! It's my favorite book of hers. Well, maybe Book Lovers, Beach Read. I'm just so ready to see it on the screen.
I'm so excited.
I like Christine. How do you feel about this as Emily's. Oh wait, this is Beach Read, not Book
This
Lover.
is Beach Read. It's not
Yeah,
Book Lovers.
yeah, that's why I was
Oh.
like, it's
She's perfect for
1 and
January.
2. She's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm more excited about this casting than I was about the Emily Bader casting, which I thought was wonderful. But this is like, well, I think I just like Beach Read way more, like as a book and as a story.
love them all.
So
I mean, I don't think she's right for Nora. If you were thinking of her as Nora Natasha, yeah, it's not Nora. It's January Andrews, the writer experiencing writer's block, whose dad passed.
Okay.
Yes,
I need to reread.
and she's at a beach in Michigan, and her next door neighbor is this grumpy writer who turns out it was her nemesis from college or when she was getting her MFA.
Wait, is this the one where they're in the houses like from across the way?
Yep.
No, they're right next door to each other.
Right next door. Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, I get this book and Book Lovers mixed up all the time.
I don't know why.
I read them
They start
really
with
close
B.
to each
Yes.
other. If that and
That's
that
how I
was
did
maybe
too.
hard. Yeah.
Do you
But
not,
those are my
mix them up?
favorites.
So this one came out in 2020. This was her first adult romance debut book.
Oh.
So, yeah, very exciting. And in other news, okay, the BAFTAs just happened. And it's just creating so much chaos because usually they're kind of aligned in who they're
Nothing has
choosing
been
for
aligned.
Best Actor and Best Actress. And every single award show has picked a different winner. So for Oscar bets, you're going to be, up in the air. Anyone can grab it. But one battle after another did win Best Film at the BAFTAs. And Paul Thomas Anderson won for Best Director and won for Best Adapted Screenplay. And it won for Best Cinematography. And it won for Best Editing. So it is a safe bet to put most of your money on one battle after another for the Oscars. Hamnet won Best British Film, though. Sentimental Value won Best Film not in an English language. I was like laughing at these categories that are so
Yeah, the
Why?
categories.
Best
are
British.
And Ryan Coogler made history as the first Black man to win Best Original Screenplay at the BAFTAs. And something called This is Endometriosis won Best British Short Film. So,
Oh, I need to watch that.
I know, it's saying the same thing. Unless it's going to freak me out. I don't know.
I'll watch it first. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
But next week is going to be our Fangirl Oscars.
Yes.
We're excited.
One of the best episodes every year.
Okay, what else is in the news, y'all?
Wait. We didn't say Frankenstein won for best costume and best makeup and
Oh my
hair.
God, how did I miss that? We interviewed the 2 Oscar winners from Frankenstein last year.
We need to do a new cut of that because they're probably gonna win like Oscar, right, for the best makeup.
Yeah, they're.
Chloe, did you watch
should.
Frankenstein?
I did. I had to. It did freak me out in quite a bit of the parts, but I mean, the makeup and the costuming was phenomenal. And I mean, Jacob Elordi before Frankenstein, to me, he was just the guy from Euphoria. So this like really changed my perspective of him, as I think it did a lot of people.
That's what he wanted.
No, I know, and I think he did exactly what he wanted. I have not watched Wuthering Heights yet. I'm sure I will later.
I thought you went with.
No, it's not
okay.
really. I really loved the book, but I knew it wasn't going to be a great book adaptation. So I'm going to wait.
He's the kissing booth guy as well, Nicole.
Oh, Kissing Booth. True.
Classic. All right, what's next?
Okay. This is really fun news for our friends Christina and Lauren. They just announced that Beautiful Bastard is in the works to become a TV show. And they're working with the writer Bill Dubois. Chloe, how do you say that?
Dubuque.
Dubuque?
Dubois, probably. Dubois?
Dubois.
Maybe.
Dubois?
I need to pull up this. Let me pull it up.
He wrote His and Hers, which I just watched on Netflix last month. That was like a thriller TV show, which was really good.
And so Beautiful Bastard was their first traditionally published book.
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, so
it's very exciting.
Beautiful Bastard was the Twilight fan fiction that they traditionally published, and Christina wrote it. It's called The Office first, and every time she talks about the story of like how I met her when or like how I knew her when I was 16, it was because I was reading The Office back then, and it was like one of the first times like I read something and I was like, oh my god, this is fucking hot. But yeah, so very excited for them, and I can't wait to see.
Yeah, it's gonna be so exciting. A lot of their stuff is like in the works right now, so it's really cool. Survivor 50 starts this week. I am fucking pumped and didn't realize that girlies are coming to Sherman Oaks on Wednesday. I was like, yeah, let's go get dinner. Let's go to the movies. And then I was like, ugh, I'm going to miss the Survivor 50 premiere.
Oh, I was like, wait, you guys are going to the movies? I'm going too.
Yeah, I was like, you're coming.
I'm excited about that, but I'm sorry you're missing Survivor. Are you going to go home and watch it late?
Obviously, I'm going to have to watch it at fucking midnight. That's when it'll come on.
They think I'm a Survivor girly because I'm getting the advertisements for it, but specifically the guy that's really into Taylor Swift. Like, that is all over my feed.
Interesting. I don't get him at all.
You don't get him? Like,
what?
But you know who it is, right?
Charlie. Yeah, Charlie.
Yeah. I'm like,
oh,
okay.
yeah. I get him occasionally. I follow him. It just doesn't come up with enough.
Christine, can you remind us why Survivor 50 is important?
Okay. It is
Besides
Survivor.
a big Survivor.
Season 50 of
Yeah.
Survivor is a landmark. How many shows do you know have made it to 50 seasons?
Not
First
many.
of all, not many.
I don't think I could name another one.
Season 40 was back in 2000. It premiered in February. It is what got us through the beginning of the pandemic, and then there was nothing. But because season 40 was the Hunger Games, the 50th Hunger Games, like it was all winners, right? And then after that season, Jeff was like, we're not doing any returnee seasons for a long time. This is all going to be fresh players. So for the last 10 years, there has been no returning Survivor players. And before that, there weren't many returnee seasons in the 30s. Okay, so all the people from the 30s that were great didn't get to come back. Like, it was so much fun. If you haven't watched Survivor, it's so much fun when they bring back players from other seasons because it's like a new level of gameplay. Because they've done this before. They're better at it now. So for 50, we've brought back all these different iconic players from across 49 seasons. And this is the most press I've ever seen Survivor get in my entire fucking life. I know I talked about the Entertainment Weekly cover a few weeks ago, and it was like this moving cover with this really epic music, and it really felt like a Lost promo with all of them standing on the beach like far apart from each other. And then when you zoomed out, they were in a 50, like from above. They were like spelling out 50 with their placements. So fucking cool. Anyway, I'm very, very excited. It's a huge landmark for the Survivor community. It's going to be an epic fucking season. A lot of my favorites are back. So fucking pumped. If you were like watching in Survivor Australia at season 2, which is getting 42 million viewers every single week, Colby is back from that season. Okay. Jenna is back from season 1. And she also played in All Stars in season 8. Like these players that like Suri, like Aubrey, one of my favorites, like there's so many people back. I'm so excited.
This makes sense for so like I would be so excited if I was you and I was like watching all these seasons. It would be so like odd for me to like come in and be like, yay.
I mean, this is though interesting though because it's so big, it will get more attention on Survivor.
Yeah.
Like after season 40, that's when so many people came into Survivor because it happened to line up with the pandemic. So everyone went back and binged all this Survivor. So a lot of these celebrities you see like talking about how much they love Survivor. I think like Tom Holland like binged it during the pandemic. Like I think a lot of people binged during COVID. A lot of the new players from like the new era were like, oh yeah, I started watching Survivor in 2020. And I'm like, what the fuck?
You're like, I've been here. I've been in the trenches. It'll be really cool to see all those like iconic players and how they are compatible together and incompatible together. Like that, I think is cool always to see people that you know have one style and then get thrown into a new group and see their dynamic.
It's very exciting. There's 3 players from season 37, which is one of the best seasons, called David vs. Goliath. And that's, I think, the most from one season. So I'm excited
to see them together,
work together. They're gonna. I'm sure they have alliance.
I feel like I know so much about Survivor tangentially, having never seen it, just because of you and also like our friends who watch Survivor as well, and my roommates do. I'm like, I feel like the universe is like, you should watch it, Chloe. Everyone in your life around you does, but the commitment.
You can just watch a season.
Yeah, but I don't none of us do anything halfway though. If we get into something, we are into something. Like yes, that's true, I think, of normal people, but the way that we consume media is not like that. We are all in all the time. No, we know halvesies.
Does anyone have other news?
There's a bunch of things. First of all, chicken shop date. Emily de Maldenberg, it came out that she is going to star and produce in a romantic comedy about a celebrity interview for Orion Pictures. And I'm like, oh, please tell me that this is about Andrew Garfield.
I was just thinking that. I was like, there's no way this isn't inspired by her Andrew Garfield interviews.
Well, yeah, because all of her comments were like, oh my God, romance novelists are going to be all over this. And she's like, no, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I love her. I think she's so brilliant. And also the fact that she started a show about chicken and now she's about to star in.
Fucking amazing.
I mean, amazing. Like, that just shows you where media is nowadays, and it's cool, right? Like, there's no Normal or like, there's no normal path. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she also just directed Maisie Peters' newest music video.
She did?
Yeah. What a fun cast, too. I love Macy Peters.
Baldur's Gate. Chloe, have you played Baldur's Gate?
So I watched a million of live plays, but I don't have any. Baby, you were my only avenue for playing video games. I have zero console, zero anything. So I watch the videos, but I mean, as a D&D girly, I feel like I need to. Oh, wait, okay, so I was just at a dinner party, and we spent like 45 minutes talking about how you can customize your penis on Baldur's Gate, and how you didn't know this, because you can.
I didn't know this.
You can customize your penis, and as a lifelong identifying, woman, I would love to create a penis. So so if I can come over and play Baldur's Gate with you, so I can customize your penis.
The problem is that I feel like I didn't know this because I'm always playing girls. But get
the feeling, not that I'm going to get the feeling by playing a video game, but I've always wanted to know what it's like to have a penis. So Christine's right now. It's not the only reason I want to play.
I'm picturing like The Sims, and I'm just like, is it like that when you set up your character?
You can make it really the color, like the shape. I don't know.
No, I just mean like, what is it showing you when you're changing it? The penis?
Oh, I don't know.
Just a bulge?
I don't know. Alex played a man character, but he didn't. Maybe that's a new thing. I could
text Alex, be like, hey, what does it look like when you customize your penis on Baldur's Gate?
Anyways, so Baldur's Gate is now going to become a TV show. It's been optioned by HBO. So I'm so fucking pumped about this.
So good.
I have never played a video game and then got to witness it being optioned. So
wait, that's so great.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is my game. I love this. Yeah. Yay.
Oh my God. We have so many cool fantasy stuff coming through the pipeline, which is amazing. I'm sure did you guys talk about Brandon Sanderson?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, like the fact that this is all happening, like I'm really waiting though, like on our girly pops. I know we know that Rebecca Yarros, like the Fourth Wing, is very much
coming.
It's coming, like we can all feel it, and I think we all pretty much know the cast, but I'm just like waiting for Sarah J. We're all Sarah J. Maas girlies.
Did you see on Love is Blind?
Yes.
The woman was like, oh, I couldn't read this around kids. This is about fucking dragons.
I didn't see that part.
It's Fourth Wing. No, she goes like, no, it's like Fourth Wing. It's like fairy smut. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Okay, she did not say fairy smut. She said it's about fucking dragons and like dragon riders.
I would wait, like fucking dragons, like dragons fucking? Or just
No.
fucking
Like she just
dragons?
said it's like about like fucking dragons. I don't know why she was saying like she can't read it in front of kids. Like I'm just so confused. Like it was a very weird statement that she's like it's like smut, and
I mean, you shouldn't read Fourth Wing like to your kids, but you certainly could read it.
no, it wasn't about her
Yeah.
kids. There were just kids around or something. I don't know. It was a weird like snippet of a conversation, but
It's so
then-
pick me. I can't.
no. And then the guy is like, I still don't know what that stands for. Like smut. She's like, it doesn't stand for anything. It's smut.
Yeah. Oh, can we talk about how on the press tour, Margot Robbie kept talking about Sarah J. Maas and
Okay,
Akatar?
on the Wuthering Heights press tour.
Yes.
Okay, well, our next item in the news, Wuthering Heights has grossed $150 million globally, and it had an $80 million budget, so it's doing great.
Woo! And it's by a female director, so hopefully she gets even bigger and better stuff and can make more cool shit.
I do love that. I feel like whenever a female director does well, it's like a win for all of us. It's like,
Yeah.
yes, we're doing it.
I just really want Margot to have Akatar. I just feel like she would do it justice. She loves it so much, and we would get a lot of money.
I
You
agree.
don't think she already has it? Why do you think
she
she's
might have
talking about it so much?
Yeah.
I mean, she talks about Harry Potter a lot, but she doesn't have that one.
Well, she hasn't talked about it in a while. And
I hope that if she does have it and if she's playing someone, she, in my opinion, she can only play more. And I will go to bed. I will like go to die on that hill. But she'd be an amazing more.
She better not freaking. I don't want her to play Pharaoh.
No, please, for the love of God, I can't. I'm sorry. Love her to death, but Lord, she'd be a great more. And that's
Great
that.
more. I agree with that. Yeah,
Wait,
I don't fucking care who she plays. If she's in it,
You
that's
just need it to
amazing.
happen.
Like, are
So
you
true,
kidding?
so
I don't
true.
want her to be more. She's a fucking side character. We'll never see her. She's never gonna be fucking more.
More is there a lot. Hello.
What a ridiculous notion that Margot Robbie wouldn't play the fucking lead. Are you kidding?
Okay, well, maybe we'll get too
That is
controversial.
a fantasy realm.
Debate because I have things to say. I do love Metal's comment though in the chat. Give Margot Akatar and give Christine Shadowhunter.
Please.
Third time's a charm, baby. You would slay that though.
I know. Wow, I never even
my
thought
God,
of that
can you
could be an
imagine, like,
option.
Adapting the Shadowhunters.
I feel like every really famous YA book during BookTube's heyday, Christine should adapt truthfully.
I'm happy with Shadowhunters.
You're like, just give me that one. They've
But
done it
also
so
a
bad,
huge
though.
budget. The problem with Shadowhunters is that it needs a big budget because of like all the special effects.
Any fantasy thing needs a huge budget
Yeah.
unless it's animated. Like, that's the reality. Like, they need insane budgets, like Game of Thrones budgets.
And they're not taken seriously enough to get them until Heated Rivalry. I don't know. Heated Rivalry doesn't have a huge budget, but it got a TV show at least on HBO.
Heated Rivalry had $3 million to make 6 episodes.
Yeah.
That's not
That's
a lot,
triple
though.
they had to
No.
make Twilight.
Twilight was $1 million,
$1 million budget.
but it was 2 hours compared to 6 hours.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
Wait a minute. We
That's
need to
triple
cut
it to make
Twilight some
Twilight.
slack then.
How have you not known this? That's why we got Twilight so much slack.
We should. Wow, that
when it
just
first came out-
programmed my brain.
When it came out and people were trashing it, I was like, do you know they worked really hard with $1 million to make that fucking film?
It's great for $1 million. Wow. Someone said, yeah, and Twilight's the best one of them all. I mean, yes, and.
Yes, and
Yes, and. The special effects are definitely better than the later ones.
I just think like Twilight is a foundational story, so like yeah, you're probably gonna
It's
like
gonna
it.
be one of your faves. Yeah.
Yeah, when it's a
100%.
romance, like
Yeah, I mean, the core of it is not the fantasy. It is the romance.
Yeah. Well, but I just think that Heated Rivalry, but is like what fantasy just needs so much more at the end of the
Yeah,
day. Like,
it needs a lot of side work with CGI and like
and
special
everyone is
effects.
supposed to be like otherworldly hot.
Fight choreography,
How do you
stunt
do that?
choreography.
their eyes aren't pea yellow. we
Oh my God, The
The
Witcher
context.
in fucking season 2.
They're like orange.
Jesus. All right, let's move on, guys. Y'all, where are we?
I just have one more piece. What do you want? Do you have anything
Okay,
else?
well, I just wanted to remind everyone we're going to be at BookCon. So
yes.
see us there. Very exciting. We will have to, no, I don't think we're allowed to announce yet. So we'll be there. All right. What was your last thing?
McKenna Grace was cast as Daphne in a live action Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, I saw that. That's exciting. It's
I
very
didn't
cute.
think that they were going to do a live action. Was that
Another one.
another?
You know, it's time. It's been a while.
Every once in a while. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
They need to
like-
get Mason. What is his last name?
Oh, Mason. Yeah.
Hiccup.
Oh.
His IRL.
Her boyfriend.
Her IRL boyfriend.
He would be perfect.
He would
Yeah.
be. Shaggy low-key would hit, I think, actually.
Mhm,
That'd be
for
really
sure.
fun.
With that fucking haircut. Yeah. All right. And last thing I wanted to say was Project Hail Mary continues to get rave reviews. Please invite us to an early screening. I want to go so bad. Anybody out there?
Please.
Please let me see it. I'll talk about it everywhere. I've already been talking about it for 5 years. 6. All right. Well, right now, what have you been reading?
Chloe, have you not been reading anything?
I read The Everlasting by Alex Haro.
Oh, yes.
And it was, I've been consuming so much romantasy and fantasy that it felt like it was all blending together until this book. It's so unique.
I need to look
And
it
there's
up.
a time travel aspect, which is really cool. I just reread 30 Flirty and Forever Alone for the second time. I guess I read it the first time with my eyeballs. This is the first time listening, and it was so much fun. I love, I forget her name, but I love the delivery she has. Her audiobook.
Yes, she was
talent.
great. And now that you said you're blanking, now I'm blanking, but I know her name. I've said it a million times.
But that was fabulous. And then I've also been rereading Christy Boyce's Dungeons and Dating and Dragons and Dungeons and Drama, which is like YA D&D romance novels. Her new one is coming out really soon. So fun, so cozy.
Helen Laser.
She's fabulous. She's so
She
funny.
is.
Love her delivery. Yeah, so that's what I'm reading.
Woo. I just screenshotted The Everlasting because I don't think I've ever even heard of that. I'm
it was
so out
fascinating.
of the romantasy bubble. Like, I'm not up to date with anything that's coming out that's romantasy.
The romance is not what I would take away from that book. Just so you
Okay.
know.
Okay. That's okay. I finished The Long Game, and I talked about it in not the last episode, the episode before. I think it's gonna be my favorite book of this year, and until I read the third one, Unrivaled, that comes out. But the relationship build, like, it's so good. It's so good, the relationship building in that one, when like they're already together, but they have so many things that they have to like work through and build. And I just loved it so much. And I said this last time, but like, it is so fun reading it with like these actors like imprinted on my mind.
Yeah. That's also really hard to do, the like actual relationship bits. I feel
Yes.
like.
And because usually, like, you know, a romance story is people, they find love together happily ever after at the end. And like to be able to continue that on and like
And
see
not
them.
get annoying.
Yeah. It was just done so well, and I loved it so much. And I understand why people skipped all the middle books to get to that one, but I'm like, no. You have to go through publishing order date. Like the journey is going to make so much more sense, and it's going to be so much better. And then I have been reading For the Fans by Nyla K. Is that her last name? This is what Francis suggested that we read in our Heated Rivalry episode. He said it's like his favorite book ever. And I loved it. I mean, I'm not finished with it yet, but yeah, it is like heavy on the romance. It's about stepbrothers who make an OnlyFans so that they can pay for college. And they fucking hate each other. So the hate to love is strong in
Wait, they're
this.
stepbrothers that fall in love?
Yeah.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Very cruel intentions.
Yes. So there's lots of things that we have
Gossip
to
Girl.
Yeah,
get.
Clueless. I guess there's a lot of step romance.
It's a trope, yeah.
It's not my thing necessarily.
It's anyways, I like it. It's not like funny. It's more of like a dark romance. So and then I've been reading with my eyes. Julia Song is Undateable by Susan Lee, and I bought it from her. And I'm trying really hard to read with my eyes with a physical novel. I'm not a physical novel girly. It's really hard, but I am like 8 chapters in, and I love it. My fan cast for this one is Hudson Williams and Urine from Bridgerton.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Okay.
They're cute together.
I have continued not to finish a book. I have not finished a book since Assistant to the Villain, Apprentice to the Villain, Accomplice to the Villain. I haven't finished since that trilogy, except for like short stories. So, but I'm reading the Shadowhunters Better in Black anthology, and I am on the 3rd story, and it's about, okay, I don't remember Jocelyn being in a coma. I know it must have happened. I don't remember where it happened in the series. Like
In the first book.
Was it the first book only?
Yeah. No, I think
Did it happen? Did she wake up in the 3rd book?
yes.
Okay. I was just like, when did this happen in history? Because
I need to reread those.
it is Luke going to the hospital, and he's just like writing these letters to her about like the first time they met, and like writing the letters about school. Like, so he's writing about them being at Shadowhunter Academy and the time with Valentine in the circle, like how he got involved with Valentine, and how it's weird because we've never heard about it. We all want to know about like how the circle happened and how Jocelyn like fell in love with Valentine and all that stuff. Jocelyn hates Valentine, and like Luke is best friends with Valentine. Like they're about to become parabati, and
Parabatai.
and Valentine is constantly like, why don't you tell Jocelyn how you feel about her? Like, you're in love with her. Why don't you tell her? And like constantly telling him to do that. And Luke is always like, I don't know. Like, I don't want it to like ruin our friendship. And like, he won't like admit it. And then I don't know where it's going, but obviously Valentine just swoops in and fucking takes her for himself.
Yeah.
And it's sad.
Part of me wants you to be able to adapt Shadowhunters so you can change the names to like the Christine-isms. And then it's law and canon.
Oh, you mean the way they say it?
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
I was like, I'm not going to change Cassie's name.
No. You wouldn't change any of the actual
Just how you
things. Just the
pronounce it.
pronunciation.
Oh my God.
Metal says Luke needed to listen to Taylor Swift. Always ruin the friendship.
Ruin the friendship. Yep. All right, let's move into TV. I have so much to say on TV this week, but you could start,
Yes.
Natasha.
No, I was just going to say that she takes, Jocelyn, someone said she drinks a potion to make herself fall into a coma. So Valentine doesn't get information from her. And I remember that because what's the amazing actress plays her in The Mortal Instruments. And I just know that scene. She's like drinking and then she's like,
Cersei, yeah.
Cersei.
Cersei Lannister. I like how we just named another one of her characters.
Her name is
Cersei.
not that.
I can't remember it at the moment.
No,
it
but
is
we all
definitely
can picture
Cersei.
her now, though. Wait, let me look it up.
Iconic. All right.
Okay, I will not start with Love is Blind because we have lots to say probably. I have been watching Love Story, the John F. Kennedy Jr. and Carolyn Bessette story. This is fucking amazing. I think Ryan Murphy's starting a whole new series because it's Love Story.
Oh, it's a horror story.
Yeah, and I feel like he's gonna go through different like iconic love stories.
Ooh,
and
I love that.
Yeah,
I love the TV he makes. I do.
I don't love all the TV he makes.
I don't love all of it, but love some of it. Yeah.
Yes.
I was a Gleek. Like, I don't know.
Oh, so was I.
Yeah, like, I just like most of it. Even the trash is still good TV, though. It still sucks you in.
I just am scared. So
Yeah.
But this is I mean, I don't know about you guys, but you know, like they were such an iconic couple of the 90s. And my mom would tell me all about like the Kennedys and all that stuff because she was like a big history person. And I have always like kind of known about it, but I haven't really, we weren't really there, you know, because like they were big when I was born, and like the tabloids were all about it. It was like they were our like royal couple of the United States. And anyways, it's been like they're so like it's so good. And they plucked this actor, by the way. His name is Paul Anthony Kelly. He's in his 30s. He is so gorgeous. He's so good. He looks
Sarah Jessica Parker name.
Yeah,
he looks so much like JFK Jr. And they said that they went through like all this casting, like they're about to start production in like 2 to 3 weeks, and they like couldn't find anyone who looked like him. And then Ryan Murphy was like, go back through the tapes. And so they went back through it, and they found this guy, and he's been acting and doing this for years. He's been in LA. He has never gotten anything. And it's just like, he's so beautiful and he's so good. And I can't believe we don't have more fresh talent more often. Like we just keep picking from the same fucking crop of people. And I'm just like, no, we've seen this with Hudson Williams. We've seen this with the Connor story. Now we see it with this guy. Like, come on, new fresh talent. We want it,
now.
baby.
Yeah. Well, I think it's like we have an appetite for new fresh talent, and we have an appetite for new things. Just because we've been doing the same things, we've been remaking the same things, live action, whatever. Like I think we are all of a sudden like, no, give us new heartthrobs, give us like new people to latch onto.
Yeah, exactly. So anyways, the show's really good. It's on Hulu. It's still premiering their episodes, so like it's not done. It's every week that we get new episodes. But it's a tragic, terrible story, just to get you ready for that. If you don't know history and how it ends.
Yeah, I looked at it because you told me I had to watch it, and then I was like, I don't know if I trust this right now.
Yeah.
I don't know how it ends, but I know the Kennedys all have tragic ends. So, all right, let's talk about fucking Love is Blind, because it's a great season because I'm so angry.
Me too. Me too.
I am so livid, and I want the next episode so bad. There is this little munchkin. I always pick someone. I'm like, that's the person that I would want to like marry on the show this season. You know what I mean? And of
you
course,
picked the munchkin?
I picked the munchkin because he was like the cutest one to me. And of course, he has a full fucking he has this amazing doctor that he's engaged to be married. She's beautiful. She was on the front lines of COVID. She's an infectious disease doctor. She works in a hospital. Yeah, no, she's very smart. She's beautiful. She's 38. They talk about how they don't want kids. He talks about how much he loves exercise. She talks about how she doesn't really like exercise a million times. And he's like, this is so perfect. I've never felt like this before. This is amazing. I can't imagine it being any better. Like while they're in Mexico, they get back. He sits down on the couch with her like 3 days in. He's like, so how would you rate our physical attraction on a scale of 1 to 10? And she's like, what? And he's like, well, like I'm used to dating girls who like do Pilates and CrossFit every day. And she's like, I'm sorry, what are you saying?
And she's like, you don't like my body?
And he's like, oh, you know, like it's just not there for me. Like, and then it just keeps getting worse. Like then he does a complete 180 on his personality. Like he gets super drunk. He talks at their like mixer, starts talking about how he doesn't give a flying fuck what anyone else thinks, and that like I know when we're 90 we won't look good. Like nobody will look good, but like, guess what? I'm not fucking 90, and I want to have great sex for another 40 years. And guess what? It was like the worst I ever had. Which is just like he's just an insecure little man. Yeah, because it completely like everything he said was the complete opposite of this. Literally like 3 days ago.
It's so gross. My favorite thing about Love is Blind is that I don't actually have to watch it. And all
And
I
he
have to do is
went
go on
on a show
TikTok.
called Love is Blind, and he's like, I need a girl who does CrossFit every day, which is such bullshit, because I'm sure if an actual woman who did CrossFit, who was like super built, would be too built, because he doesn't look like he does CrossFit every day. Like, he looks like he exercises, but he's not a CrossFit guy, okay? He's not huge. He's not fucking ripped. Like, this is so embarrassing for him. And like, I'm sure he'd be like, oh, that intimidated by an actual woman who's actually like super strong. He's just looking for like the perfect like little Pilates bitch.
I don't think he actually is looking for a perfect little Pilates bitch. I
Not
think
even.
that he is
Yeah.
insecure
The one on
and he wants to
Instagram.
knock her down. No, he just wants to knock her down so that she feels like she should stay with him despite being so out of his league, so much more educated, a much better fit for someone else. It's the tactic, and men do this, and narcissists do this, and they're like, oh, but you know, like they pick one thing, and they're like, well, let me rag on this. No, so I'm
And
so
he saw
proud
her
of
like
her.
beautiful house.
Well, I'm proud of her
she
though
has-
for standing
yeah.
on fucking business.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, and
that's
being
the
like,
part about
no.
Love is Blind that drives me cuckoo. Is that when someone like a lot of the times, if a woman gets mistreated or a man gets mistreated on the show, they do not do anything about it, which is real, and I've certainly been there, but it's hard and painful to watch. And at least she stood on business.
Well, he goes, okay, after she's like, okay, well then I'm gonna leave because I'm not here for this.
Yes.
Like, we're done.
So good.
And then he goes, well, I didn't say I didn't like want to like keep trying. And she's like, what the fuck do you want? You just told her you don't like her body. Excuse me, bitch.
No,
Really
she's
just
literally
annihilated.
fucked. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I saw someone say, like, I'm sorry, if you want someone who does CrossFit, like, you want a hard body. Are you sure you're playing for the right team, sir?
It's a good point. Are you gay?
this man, and then he goes in like front of all these other like 3 women who are like, they have like a lot of deep-seated misogyny, I think, who are like entertaining him at this bar as he trashes this amazing woman, and just being like, well, like, you know, I understand where you're coming from. And like, he just keeps going on and saying like all this, like, I'm an alpha male. Like, and that's where they ended the episode. So we're like,
Well, and okay, this girl who was saying that she doesn't want to read the Dragon Smut book, whom, by the way, they're like the show is like weirdly this season is weirdly like conservative propaganda. She says to this
Weirdly
guy,
or very on purpose?
it's a lot of strong red side views.
Yeah.
she says to him as they're in their little powwow, and like they're like they were just like supporting her, and now they're like listening to him. She's like, well, like, she's not morbidly obese, but like, she's beautiful. And I'm like, what the fuck?
And like, we just saw this woman looking so hot. So it was just like a mind-boggling, like, what is happening? The whole thing.
I just can't. Like, that's why this show is like, again, I get it. I get almost all of it through TikTok.
It's good TV
Yeah.
because we are very emotional about it.
Well, I had to stop watching Love is Blind because I watched the first like 3 seasons like religiously. I had to stop watching because it gave me like I really struggled with men while I was watching it. Like, it makes me like hate
it reaffirms
it makes me
everything,
hate normal men.
my worst thoughts
And with
about men.
everything going on in the world right now, I'm already hating men like really easily. Like, and I don't want to. I want to still have a positive outlook of good men, of good people, and I feel like watching those shows just gives me like such like spiral. No one's good, everyone sucks. Like, what is people not saying?
But all these, like, a lot of these women are great. So like, they're
Yeah, of
casting all these
course.
like great women,
Well,
and like men suck.
women are usually great though. Ugh, I can't.
Yeah. Okay, let's change gears because we need to get to main discussion by the 50-minute mark here. Okay, I need to quickly talk about Traitors. What a fucking frustrating episode last week. If anyone was watching, as a Survivor girly, obviously, Natalie is a player that I'm really rooting for. They did her so dirty this episode. And I love Tara Lipinski and Johnny, and they're just so dumb on the Traitors. They're so dumb on the Traitors. I can't stand it. It hurts me. Tara Lipinski,
Because you know they're
finally,
smart.
she comes to the confessional with like an actual, like, she's right. You know, she's like, I think Rob's a traitor. And I'm like, oh my God, thank the fucking Lord. Okay, spread this out. We're going to do it. We're going to take him down. Okay. And then Metal, Tara and Johnny on the Traitors. Are you kidding? You haven't been watching them? They've made it all the way to the end, Metal. Okay. So Tara's like, okay, she goes to Natalie, and Natalie like is a boss bitch. She gets shit done. She's from Survivor. Like, she knows how to talk to people and like convince them of an argument. Okay. So Tara's like, I think it's Johnny. And Natalie has been like, not Johnny. I'm sorry. I think it's Rob. And Natalie has been like really close with Rob throughout the whole game. She's like really trusted him. He's like her main alliance. She's like, fuck. Oh my God. Like, why am I still here? Probably because of him. And why is all of Rob's favorite dumb people still here? Because of him. Okay.
I love Rob.
And like Maura, oh fuck, she is like just so bad at this game. Like, bless all of their hearts. Okay, I don't mean to call you dumb, but you're not good at the Traitors. Like, Maura's like, it can't be Rob. It would never be Rob. Whatever her like really
She's
Irish.
Irish.
Accent. I can't do an Irish accent.
I don't think it's Rob.
I think, and like even when there's just so much now. Like, Candace literally voted for Rob out of the absolute blue. Candace was a traitor. That is a huge flashing sign that Rob is a traitor. When you vote out when you banish someone, they say they're a traitor and they randomly voted for someone. That means that person's a fucking traitor. Okay. And like, they all talk about it. Natalie's like, I'm completely on board. Let's do it. The whole episode, they're like, we're going to get Rob. They get to the banishment. And Tara's like, I don't know. Like, what if it's not Rob? She says nothing at the table. Natalie goes really hard. And then it just looks like Natalie's the only person going for him. And then they all vote her out.
Our faces.
What?
Yeah. And Johnny's like, I don't know either. And Mark is just sitting there saying nothing every time. I'm like, Mark Ballas, what are you doing? Everyone is just like completely blinded by Rob from Love is Blind. Not Love is Blind. Rob from Love Island.
Love Island.
They just think he's so hot and so great and so wonderful. He could never be a traitor.
But he's not hot and not great because he's a traitor.
What do you
Like,
mean?
I'm not like super into Rob, but like, I don't think being a traitor makes you a bad person. Okay, whatever.
Oh, it doesn't. No.
Yeah. You're just playing the game.
No, it's the way they're treating him. Like, he could
never do anything.
Like, he's a
one.
dumb little boy.
Yeah, and
Little
like,
hick boy.
He's actually the smartest.
he's so smart. He's playing a great game, but like the fact that even when they were like have all this evidence, they still won't think it's him. I can't.
Is he the only traitor left?
No, he fucking brought in Eric, and Eric is so dumb and just says nothing. He's a terrible traitor. I'm just like, why aren't they voting Eric? It would have been so easy. He hasn't said anything for 2 round tables.
So the game, like, you can make somebody a traitor?
So when you're the only traitor left or one traitor's eliminated, you have the option to murder someone that night or recruit a new traitor. So it's like, strategically, you have to think what will be best for you, because it's like, if there's still 2 of you, it might be better just to keep it the 2 of you. But if there's just 1 of you, you might want someone else to throw under the bus if it came down to it, or to help get to the end.
This game sounds like the perfect thing for Slytherins.
It's really fun. Anyway, what an infuriating episode. I was like, are you kidding? She was the last gamer left in the game. I'm sad to see her go. Well, Rob's a gamer. Fuck that shit.
Okay, I watched the America's Next Top Model documentary. Have you guys watched it?
I've been meaning.
I am in the middle of it.
It's fucking great. I just it's completely not that it hasn't in the past, but like definitely like re-examine these things. It's interesting talking through like the creators and seeing them being like, well, it was of the time. All I got from that is that Tyra Banks is a fucking psychopath, and the way that she treats people is fucking scary.
I
So
feel like we've been knowing that though, no?
yes, but then we
Yes.
literally hear it from
Yeah,
From
actual
the
them?
talent.
What is
yeah.
the voice?
from
the horse's
horse's mouth.
Yeah.
And I watched, there's like a whole part where like Jay Manuel wanted to leave and he sent her this like beautiful like long email saying thank you so much. She wrote back 5 days later, I am disappointed, and then made him continue on the show for 8 more
Spoilers.
cycles. And there's like one scene where she turns to him and they haven't like talked. And what?
This is just spoiling it. I haven't finished it.
Okay. Anyways, she's just a fucking psycho. So
She's done a lot of crazy shit on TV.
Guys, I'm not watching TV. I almost never watch TV, but I am watching Critical Role Campaign
Nice.
4. And if you are also watching it and listening, please hit up my line because I have no Critical Role friends.
that would be Alex.
Did you guys worship Tyra Banks when you were younger? Because I did.
No. I did love America's Next Top Model though.
Yeah.
When I was like 11, 12, I thought she was like the coolest ever.
I thought she was cool too. I don't know. There was always something that like kind of held me back because like I'll never forget like some of the stuff she said about.
She was really fat phobic.
Yes.
And I think that growing up as a chubby
Everyone
girl,
really was, yeah.
Yeah, sure, but I mean, it's hard to idolize someone who hates you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just thought like she was like knew everything, you know, like the way that she
talks
on that show. I just like thought she knew everything about everything.
Yeah, there wasn't like, I feel like it was like 4 supermodels to choose from, and you had one that you really, really like were all in on.
Yeah. Well, she was the one who like had a voice.
She was the only one I knew of. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Growing up, like Kate Upton was my girl because everyone always made her out to be like the curve model. She's very thin. And was
Kate
very
Upton.
thin. Yeah, but she like
That was a little like
meant
past
something to
my.
me. Right. And Tyra, and I watched all of ANTM, even season 1 later, but they were coming out with like the like boy girl season when it was like on air and my time to watch.
I had
The boy girl seasons were crazy because they were all hooking up. It was insane. It was good TV though.
All right. I think we're going to have to move on because we're at the 56-minute mark. Are you all cool with that?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Well, we are going to move on into our main discussion, y'all. But first, I want to take a second and thank everybody out there listening. Thank you for being a part of our podcast community, family. We love you. We appreciate you. If you're not already, we'd love it if you follow the podcast for free in your favorite listening app, whether that be Spotify or Apple Podcasts or YouTube. We're on YouTube, youtube.com/@thosworkingfangirls, and you can subscribe for free there to watch the show visually every week. And we also have a Patreon. That's where we're able to do the show because we're supported by viewers like you. And we would love for you, if you're not already, to join our community over there. We have lots of fun perks. We have at our Team Jacob tier, you get the show ad free. You get to come to the live recordings and be a part of the discussion. And you get Fangirl Tea Time, which is our half-an-hour extra show attached to every single show. So there's a lot to dig into in the backlist there. And then we have Heated Rivalry commentaries dropping at our Team Edward tier. And then we've got our Team Pulse Banana tier that we have fangirl bonding sessions over Zoom every month. It's really fun. So check out our Patreon, patreon.com/those4keyfangirls. The link is in the show notes. Did I miss anything? Woo.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, if you're a patron, we're about to dive into our main discussion. But if you're not a patron, we will be diving in right after these messages. All right, and we are back. And we are talking about 30 Flirty and Forever Alone today.
Huzzah!
It is our book club episode.
Woo!
If you don't know, this is my book. It came out January 1st. It's available now anywhere you want to get it. Links are in the show notes.
No, it's
And
out
it's-
2 months now.
It came out January 1st.
True.
So, and yeah, it might be recency bias, but it is my favorite child right now. And it's my first adult romance.
It's my favorite of your children as well.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I think, it's interesting. It could be a reflection of your growth as a writer, and also just growth as a person, but I think they have gotten progressively better. Like, I actually think the order of how you've published is like my ranking. They're all amazing, obviously, but I just, every time you put out something new, I'm like, wow, I love it. It's even funnier. How did she manage to be funnier on the page? Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I know we're going to compliment you a lot this episode, so get ready, baby. You're going to receive these compliments well and not make weird noises, right?
What weird noise? What are you talking about?
Never mind.
I just want to say, Again But Better is probably still like maybe my favorite, just because it was your first one and you put so much of yourself and like everything that like you wanted to say into that book. Yeah, but I love this one so much. I don't know where it falls on the ranking at all. I don't know if I can rank my best friend's books, so it's hard.
You don't have to. You don't
Thanks.
have to.
Oh, well,
Sorry,
I'll just
Chloe.
go fuck myself. Well, I guess
I
I
just wanted to
can
give love to Again
rank
But
my
Better.
best friend's books. They're all good. Damn.
But no, like it is my favorite at the moment.
Yeah, that's true. I'm sure that. Well, honestly, I feel that way about a lot of romance writers. It's like will read Allie Hazelwood, for example, and Emily Henry. They have such a huge backlist.
Catalog.
Because I was gonna say discography, and I'm like, nope, that's wrong. That's artists. But I feel like depending on the season and depending on where I am in my life, that changes like what my favorite is. So I feel like that's true. Once you continue, the more books you publish, because we know you're publishing more, the more that'll probably happen for people.
Yeah. And some just hit you at the right time, the right place in your life, and really just will hold that top spot because of how much.
Oh,
the
girl,
impact
we
hit.
need to talk about all the things in this book that hit me
I
like a
know.
ton of fucking bricks. Hello. Jesus. I mean, and I'm rereading. So I read this in November this past year, and then this time for the second time. And obviously I was reading.
Did you make it all the way through?
Yeah.
Like the listening?
The listening? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just now?
Yeah, I was just wondering.
Yeah. What?
Okay.
I was like, what? I was like, I didn't listen to it at first. I read it on my fucking phone because Christine sent me a file.
Yeah.
That's all I had.
No, I know. But it was so fun to reread, and then I was punched in the gut again so many times.
I know.
thanks
So
for that.
spoilers will be
Oh,
here
Spoilers ensue.
for Tafafa. So if you haven't read it yet, go ahead, read it. You can get the audiobook if you want. It's great. And then come back and you can listen.
yeah.
Join the chat.
I'm also dressed as Rapunzel for a
Yes.
reason.
Okay. We love the cosplay, the Rapunzel cosplay.
So you gave me the idea because when you did your book tour stop in LA, you dressed up as a Dalmatian in her Dalmatian dress, and I was like, okay, well, I'll surprise Christine and I'll dress up as one of Ricky's
Love it.
many iconic looks
At the weddings.
at the wedding. I did like Ricky's fashion the most out of all your lead girls.
great.
I did. Yeah. I thought she was fun and stylish. Also, Ricky, I was picturing Kate Hudson for a little bit. And then
because of
how you promoted it. And then it actually morphed into Ricky from H2O, who actually was perfect
don't even know her.
vibe-wise. You don't know Ricky from H2O? Well,
I
it's
was a
spelled
little
the
too
same.
old for H2O.
And really? I thought I was young for H2O. Whatever.
Maybe I just didn't know about it.
Yeah, but she's perfect for it. And I was like, oh, and then I just love a sexy ginger. So I was all in the beginning.
This is Ricky from H2O.
Yeah, I can't see it, but I believe you.
She looks honestly
so
a little
cute.
like Kate Hudson,
She looks-
truthfully.
She's cutie.
Yeah. No, it was so weird for me, like when I was making my Pinterest board, because I realized I was picturing Rachel Green.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see that.
as I was just re-listening to it, I'm like,
Wait,
this
she's
is-
Claire from Lost? It's Emily?
no, it's not. It's
Okay.
not Emily DeRaven. Wait, is it? Wait,
Yeah,
Is
I think it. Ricky
Is it?
from H2O.
no.
She is
I can hear my-
Australian,
Yeah, I
think.
think she is. I think she is
I
Claire.
don't think it is.
Wait a minute.
No, her name is Emma Gilbert.
Okay.
Well, I was picturing as I was listening to the book, Kristen Bell, just because the way that the audiobook narrator,
Yeah.
Helen was
Shout out.
delivering some of the lines, like the first encounter date, or was that I think
The
it was-
wedding?
no,
That's the wedding. The second date is the one in California.
The manhunt.
the manhunt for Glenn. I was picked. That's like it was so Kristen when she's like, "I'm not here for you," and he's like, "Okay," and she's like,
I'm here for you.
and she's like, "No. I mean, I am here, but not." So, anyways,
No,
I was
it's so
like-
funny. It's so
Yeah.
funny, Christine. This book is so fucking funny.
so funny.
Like, laugh out loud. I had this moment. I was on my walk, which is what, like, I, like, reenacted it for the picture because I wasn't fucking taking a picture while I was... Whatever. Point is I was, like, laughing hysterically at this guy, and I made eye contact as I'm on my walk. And I was like, fuck. It was so awkward. But it's just
What
such a
part were
funny
you
book.
at?
I was at Second Encounter. I was at the Manhattan. And when Reed stands up, I was like just laughing really hard at how awkward this is and like how I would feel. And one thing about this book that actually surprised me, and it's positive, I really do bat poorly, and you guys know this, with secondhand embarrassment. Like really, really bad with secondhand embarrassment. But it was so funny, and I just was rooting so hard for the characters that it didn't take me out despite feeling that way a lot of the time. Especially when she's naked. Oh my god, reading that scene, actually, that was the one part where I was like, fuck, am I gonna get through this?
Everyone's favorite scene was the part that you couldn't read.
Really?
Was that everyone's favorite? Oh no, I read it and it was
Are you talking
funny.
about the streaking scene?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I read it and I liked it, but I was dying the whole time. I was like, fuck, I'm so embarrassed. I can't. How is she gonna get out of this?
I thought, well, as you say that, I think that's interesting because I was like, okay, I thought I was going to be embarrassed too. But I remember, so I read this last year. It's been a full year since I read this with my eyes because I was going back through, I have 5 different drafts, by the way, Christine.
You're like, which
And-
one is
No,
the real one?
Because I'm trying to go back through it and I know I highlighted shit and I went through our text too to see like my original reactions. And I was like in bed. I just remember cry laughing reading the streaking scene.
Oh.
And I thought I was going to be very, very, very embarrassed because as I know so much about this book by just like talking through it with Christine. So I feel like I have a very skewed view. I'm not like a fresh reader. I'm, helping you navigate.
She's hearing all the scenes
I'm
when
hearing all of
writing
it.
them.
And it's such a weird experience to like hear you talk about something and then like it's not the full and then I get to read what we talked about. And there's so many little nuances and microcosms that you put and you like infuse into your books that like even though I know how like the story goes and like we know like what the big points are, it's still so much fun to read it and like actually see like the story and the characters and all the situations that you've like concocted. And the streaking scene was by far such an amazing payoff because I was like, how the fuck are you gonna do this?
Yeah.
Also, the shitting scene, I was like, how the fuck are you going to do this? I think what else there was and like the rules and the shit, I'm like, oh my god, why are you doing this?
Yeah.
I'm reading it. I'm
literally.
like, okay, it's making sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like from the perspective, like if you've ever like had anything with anyone who doesn't live here, like it's so stressful. Like if you texting because you're like, this isn't gonna work, so like I don't want to put myself through this. I think it's like really reasonable, those rules that she puts up in general if she's trying to protect herself.
It still
Girl,
it hurts
drove
me. They drove me
cuckoo.
wild.
So I have been in 2 very serious long distance relationships.
But
And
this
as-
isn't serious. That's the point.
No, I know.
That's
but
why.
both of them have started as long distance, which
Yeah.
was interesting to read because that isn't common and it is hard. It's a difficult thing to navigate. Things that you don't navigate as a couple that is IRL all the time. And honestly, like there's things that like pooping in front of each other for the first time, since we're talking about pooping.
Pooping in front of each other? I
No,
have
like,
never
in the
to
same
poop in front
room.
of my partner.
You know what I
Not
mean.
with the door open, like
I
in
know,
the
I'm
same
saying in the same
place.
vicinity. Like
Okay.
yeah, Chloe wants to keep the door open. Please. If I'm known for this, I'm gonna lose it. You guys, I'm not that type of freak. Whatever. And I've even forgot what I was gonna fucking say. Oh, long distance relationships. Rules are so interesting because I think I've placed so many rules on relationships throughout my life that basically I've throw out the window the second I start falling for someone. Because and I think that's like what happened, you know, like quasi what happens here despite control.
Well, like her big
maybe.
flaw is
Yeah.
that she holds everyone like that and puts everyone in these little boxes. So
Right.
like
Well, it was cool to see
obviously
that
she was going to make all
unravel
these
for her.
rules. Yeah.
Right, and it was cool to see that unravel for her. And I think that I think at the end of the day, the best, and one thing that this book like reminded me of, and I had this sort of epiphany, was like the best relationships are the relationships where you finally feel like you don't need any rules or need any parameters because it just feels so natural and honest and true. And like the reality is I've broken every rule in the book when it comes to dating that society has put on, and I have no regrets. So I think that was a beautiful exploration. And also like that, oh my gosh, there were so many parts of this book that I felt like you were talking to just me as the author, like, and I'm sure a lot of people feel that way, and I think that that's what's so beautiful about reading books, and you really achieved that with this one, and that was so beautiful. Like Ricky going through what she did with her dad and being no contact, no contact. I was like, Christine, I'm gonna kill you. And then the long distance, I was like, I'm gonna kill you. That's fine. I actually did not see myself as Ricky, despite most books seeing myself as the main character. I saw myself as Whitney, so shout out my girl.
Whitney did have some Chloe-isms. Definitely got the hot girl saying from Chloe.
Well, Whitney forcing Ricky to send a text is something that I do with Christine. I have done with Christine. I have written out a text for Natasha and for Christine. So that was cool. But I think we all do that as friends. Like we write out messages for each other.
I've been doing that for years because it's fun.
Oh, the Reed being an Aries. Love.
What star sign is Ricky?
She's Leo, but
Yeah.
she's like a Leo that doesn't love attention.
In
Like
a way, though.
Because I would what?
Yes,
Like
and
not. It's in a different way. Like when she like she doesn't want to catch the bouquet by herself. She doesn't want to go out there by herself. She doesn't like. She has like specific things that she's just like, I don't want to be a part of this. She'd rather just be like blocked off because of the whole, like, again, like she has these different things that she hides behind, like all the different names and all the different.
Yeah. Well, I thought that was really interesting and sometimes got confusing for me. It was way less confusing when I was reading with my eyes. So confusing when Ramona and I was like, and Oliver, I was
Renee.
like, fuck who? Ramona. I was like, ah.
What does she call him? Derek? Was that his other name?
Derek Roosevelt
Derek
is his
was
author name.
The author name, and then what's his actor? Oliver.
Rome Overland is his
Rome
actor name.
Yep. Isn't there another one?
Her name's Renee.
No, Renee and Ramona.
Renee Granger for her writing, and then for her like book critic writing, and then for her regular like column, it's Rose Time. I just did as many R.
Rose Time was hilarious. I was like, oh my god. I did love the through line of in the I don't know if it was the epilogue or the final chapter where they the epilogue where they're on their book, they're talking about their book tour and how in the beginning Ricky is like, one of my dreams is to write a book with someone. And I just shed a single tear because it was just like, oh my god, like to be able to follow your dreams with your person, right? And one thing about this book, like they really they brought out the best in each other because they were complicated humans with a lot of like deep trauma from their past and their past relationships as well. And like to see them help each other confront those things or push each other like towards confronting them. Ricky going through EMDR, like it's just the best relationships are the ones that make you better. Friendship or relationship, like the people in your life you want to keep or the people that make you better, push you to be better. And like at the core, that's what Reed and Ricky was. And it was like just so beautiful to see their journey and that be the end.
I forgot how much stuff you put into this book. Like there's so many like the writing of the chapters, the writing of the book together, the things that she has to do to be able to time travel, the other like the Love Today columns. Like there is so much content in this book that if you try to explain everything, that's why I understand why your elevator pitch was so fucking hard, because it's like, yeah, long distance relationship, but like, holy fucking shit, there's so much content.
There's a lot of different
book.
Angles you could come out with it. Yeah.
I remember like I was first reading it. I was like, no, you have to talk about like the article that they have to do. It's like, so like how to lose a guy in 10 days. And then of course, when you named all the guys different Rob names, is fucking hilarious.
No one knows this, but like all of her like previous dating, like, you know, those like 6 different guys she dated are all named different characters that Rob Pattinson has played in movies.
I was trying to figure out some of the naming, like ideation techniques that we were using because I could see there was a through line. There was one that, because I'm a critical role girly, Matt and Marisha are the names of the married couple, and I was like, there's no way Christine got it from there. So I was trying to figure out. I know. I was trying to figure out where you were getting all your names from.
I really loved what is his name? Like the Lost Prince of Yorbalala. What was the series he was in?
Wait. That was the best friend who got married?
No. So the big theater wedding, like the guy who got married was Matt, and he played the Lost Prince of Yorbalala in the children's series that she loved growing up, that was adapted into like a bunch of different movies. And like I was like picturing, you know, like Logan Lerman or like Dan Radcliffe, you know, like that kind of vibe.
I went like, for some reason he was Darren Criss in my mind. So
I love that.
I love that too.
Well, because of the way I thought you would name them, he's Matt Mercer in my mind. Again, so nerdy, please. But I did. Someone brought up this at your book tour, but I thought it was a really good point. Like the coming up with wedding themes and like always having unique wedding ideas. Like I thought, and I was like,
Regent Fallow, the Lost Prince of Yorlabala.
Yorlabala. What? How did
you
that
go
happen?
from like Yorabala?
No, I just was like, that's a fun thing. Yorlabala.
I didn't sure when you came up with it. You're like,
I loved saying it over and over again. I was like, Regent Fallow, the Lost Prince of Yorlabala.
Was it one of your stems, like as you were writing, just every once in a while, Yorlabala?
No, I was just like, the scene was so fun. She's like, Matthew is Matthew Trent, and he's like, that is his name. And she's like, we're at a celebrity wedding, and she's like, he's like, we're at my friend's wedding. And he's like, you're friends with Regent Fallow, the lost prince of your Lavala.
Yes,
and he's like, that's a fictional character.
Yeah. Okay. So back to the weddings. I don't know. Like you said this in the LA stuff, but like, do you want to tell them like how this idea came to your mind, or do you not want that on record? What?
No, like the themed weddings has been. It's just like so much fun to dig into. But like we had a friend who had a very themed wedding. I've been to themed weddings before, but like they did not go as hard as like our friend Tessa's wedding was like a Halloween wedding.
Yeah.
And that was like just so exciting just to see someone actually like go that hard. And yeah, so then like for the beginning, a lot of people didn't catch this. Like no one has mentioned this to me. Like they will be like, they saw there was like so many Easter eggs like attached at the hip, but it was like, this is Babe's wedding from Again But Better.
Yeah. This like, entire book had Babe so many. I don't even Easter eggs. I don't even think I would call it that.
No, they just overlap.
They just all connect. I was like, they're not Easter eggs. We're just there. We're there. We're in it. This is the same universe.
Babe is Babe from Again But Better. And like she's super into Disney. That's like one of her things. So like it was really fun to have her wedding. And like then the little Easter egg is like the girl who's like running around who's dressed as Sleeping Beauty is Shane, like her maid of honor. We never name her, but she's there. Like, and like then there's the interconnectedness of like Reed was in Duck Waterfall, Jamie's improv group from Better Together, and Dawn is also in that improv group, so he also knows Dawn who wants to be a writer for television. And Jamie, he of course like edits the Ath podcast, and Jamie hosts Attached at the Hip. Like, yeah,
I feel like if no one has ever read your books, they wouldn't ever get that. But like for people who have,
but people who have, I mean, has talked to me and have not mentioned that. So I feel like it's kind of going over people's heads because it's right at the start.
I feel like because it's at the start, like maybe because like your story
and
takes
Babe
over
is from the first book.
Yeah. I mean, I caught all of that, but I don't know if it's like it's super fun, obviously, but obviously like. We love Ricky and we love all the other crazy things that happen in this book.
You're too distracted. Yeah.
The first encounter, Babe's wedding. Like, well, okay, one thing I want to say, Christine, before I forget, is like this book is hot. It's hot.
Thank you.
It really is. And I feel like I should have told you that before this episode, but like it did give me like the tinglies. And it like gave me like a blush quite a few times where I had to be like, put it down. I mean, I guess like lock the phone. I never, but you know, but
yeah, I was gonna like the kiss.
Well, there was first kiss.
The first kiss with the corset. I feel like I read
in the lake. Yeah.
And then the second kiss when they're looking for Glenn, I was like, ooh.
No, it's so good. And Reed is hot. Like he's just so hot.
He's pretty great.
Yeah, like he
literally says like I want to do anything with you.
Yeah,
like I would do anything with you. I'm like, oh my god.
And I think maybe this was my favorite because Reed is the sexiest lead male in my opinion.
And he's also the most grown up. Like also like men are sexier when they're older. Yeah.
Well, as we learned from Love Is Blind, not every grown up man is great.
Well, these men are not grown ups.
Fictional grown men are hot. Yes. Yeah. Also, ginger representation is important.
Yes. Oh, I was going to ask you a question. What was like your favorite maybe like microcosm or thing to kind of delve into and explore like on the page? Because those are my favorite things. Like I love when I read and then I stumble on something that you kind of like nip at, and you kind of open up, and like it opens up either a wound or I feel like a sort of like connection to that. What was like your favorite thing to explore in the book?
There's a lot, so it's hard to pull one right this very second. I'm like,
Sorry.
there's like, is there like an example that pops into your head?
I was just listening to like the Insta Love.
Oh yeah, I love
Today.
that one.
Yeah, because I like it makes a lot of sense because I'm like, oh wait, yeah, like maybe like we get to see it as Love Is Blind as like, yes, people do fall in love instantly,
but is it enough? Yeah,
but is it enough?
Yeah.
Yeah, and kind of giving, I guess, like purchase to people who love Insta Love and books, but then like
that definitely was really fun to dig into, because it used to be so frustrating to me how hard people would like attack Bella and Edward for Insta Love and be like, I hate Insta Love. And like looking at it now as like 33, 34, when I was writing this book, it was like all of us were so young. Like none of us knew much about love. These people who are going so hard, I feel like especially, were just really riding this train that like it doesn't exist. And to kind of like really think that through and think about like how most of us, we're in this place where we're really young, hadn't really like lived that much to really stay with such certainty that you cannot fall in love that quickly. And like, what is it? What constitutes enough? Like there is no measurement. Like, but at those like early ages, like in your teenage years, you really like just go hard and like it's hard to like really understand the nuance because you just haven't been on earth long enough, and I thought it was really funny also that like all of us were in love with Edward Cullen and we're like, it's Insta Love. Like, well, you're in love too, bitch.
I think also the Ricky taking on all of the weddings and like the older daughter, the type of situation where like people just keep piling on top of her. Like I just was like, oh, this is so fucking frustrating.
I agree, and I wanted to like shake Ricky and be like, say no more. And also like I think obviously the parts that really hit home for me were the relationship that she has with her father, and then this idea of like, well, now she owes him something, and she's indebted to him, and feeling stuck. Like, God, have I been there so much? And having to like grin and bear it. The part that made me cry in this book was the moment where she comes home and he's there and she had no idea. And she like picks up Italian and she starts crying and she's like, toughen the fuck up. You did this to yourself. And it's like, how many times has someone, myself included, beaten themselves up over accepting like less because they feel like they deserved it or like they invited it into their lives. And I was just like, fuck. Like, I think that was so, like, she's just so ambitious. Ricky's like ambitious, and I think Ricky is someone I would love to be like, but you can see like the cracks in her armor, and how she, like finds herself again in this book, and it's really beautiful. But knowing that like there's so many of us have been there before, and like where people like we can't say no. It's just, there was a review I saw that talked about how the relationship with Ricky and her dad's relationship was like the part of the book that affected them the most. And I think for me it was too. Like, I think Reed and Ricky's relationship is so beautiful, and I'm like love Reed. I think he's one of my book boyfriends now, but that relationship I think was the one that was pretty like life-changing about your book.
Like it's like her love, she like with her not saying no, is she's been conditioned to like feel like love is conditional, like because her dad's love is conditional upon her like doing what he says and submitting to what he thinks she should be doing or saying, or all of that stuff. And yeah, it was like, it's sad for her not to think that about like her mom and her cousin and her aunt, but like, how can you not when you already feel like you've lost like one of your family members? And like, of course she has other family members, but this is like her inner circle. And yeah. And I personally remember like sobbing writing the scene in Vegas with her mom at the table when they were playing like Truth or Dare, like drinking Truth or Dare.
Wait, can you remind me? I didn't get back to that on my reread.
So she finally like she's been doing therapy, like she's broken up with, like not broken up, but Reed's like not there, you know. They're apart. They haven't been talking.
Oh my god, Reed says this one thing at the end of the book that's like, oh, we were still in our gray area, sort of broken up era or whatever. And I've been there so many times with the man, and I was like, fuck. It was like when in Barbie, Ken is like a long distance, low commitment girlfriend. I was like, is that what that's called? Damn.
Yeah, so they're like, it's her mom's bachelorette. It's just like the four of them, and they're sitting. Ricky's sober, and like Whitney's like picking at her, like, when are you gonna start dating again? Because you're even like so grumpy for like this amount of months and blah blah blah. And she kind of like snaps at her, and her mom's like, whoa, like, let's just take a breather and calm down. And like, I forget what she says to her mom, but like, it kind of sparks this conversation. Her aunt is like, maybe like the guy she's dating, maybe there's wedding bells in their future, and her mom's like, oh well, you should get Ricky to plan it for you. And her aunt's like, Ricky doesn't know, I don't need to do that, like Ricky's doesn't want to plan my wedding. And she's like, what are you talking about? And like, she finally confronts her mom, and it's like, tells her that it feels like you're choosing our abuser over me every time that you tell me to like accept his calls, or like you go out to lunch with him, or you talk behind my back with him, and all that stuff. And then they block him together.
Yeah, that's right. I do remember that. Okay.
Yeah, that moment was very hard. Because I'm not there yet, and I don't know if my situation ever will be. And I think that like was hard about the punch in the gut over and over again reading this book. Like, it's just so real. It's such a like good, it's still obviously a light romance book, but it's also like so very real about the parts that make love hard, right? Like, and that's what I think makes it so adult, actually, is love is not like, yes, insta love is easy because you fall really hard, but what comes after, right? Like, because we all come with deep baggage, and we all come with our past and what love means to us. And that's just not love. It's not just love in relationships. It's love with our parents, love with our friends that made us feel less than. And what does it mean to be the passive one in an abusive love situation, right? Like, and that's so difficult to explore. And I really appreciated that, like, you did include EMDR in it, because I think that like there's no way to get through that type of trauma without like intense care.
What was I just gonna say? Yeah, one of my favorite scenes to write, and I was also crying, but like I was just crying because like I loved it and I thought it was really sweet, was their conversation on the beach when he's like, well, I don't really believe in it because everyone has different definitions of love, so that like they can hurt you if they don't line up.
I just read that this morning. Yes.
And like, she's like, well, what is it for you? And like, then he can't answer at first, and she answers, and I really just love her answer. And then
that's what I was trying to highlight. I wanted to like read it, find it. Let's read it.
Okay, I just listened to it too. I was listening to it last
part.
That's what Reed says.
Like, that part is like next level, and I think it was too, but like in a different way.
Let me get to it.
It's chapter
also, Jessica,
like
EMDR
22.
is a type of therapy that is typically like done after like deep trauma and abuse, that often is blocked out by the brain. It stands for eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, and it's a very intense thing.
Yeah, I want to get it done.
You should. It changed your life.
It's
But it's not really
like
something you get it done.
I know.
I'm
you
still
do
doing
it with your
it.
therapist.
It's a part of the process.
Yes, but it's the only thing that made any headway for me.
I feel like everyone made it sound like it was like some sort of like weird treatment to me, and then like
It's
I was
not
doing it
that
with
way,
my therapist. It's not like you go back to like moments that really stick in your head and you relive them, but then change it the way you would have needed it to be to feel safe or for it to be fixed. Someone like comes in to the scene and like does what you needed, and you just like keep reliving that and pushing further through the scene.
It also doesn't have to be that. That's probably what works for Christine, but for me, it's actually not like what is needed. It's actually just processing what exactly happened, and like not making up any like. Not actually making up anything in my head to justify it, and just like sitting with it, and then afterwards like knowing and realizing that it wasn't my fault, or that, you know, like it's okay that it happened, but well, it's not okay that it happened, but I'm okay now. So like EMDR, it basically just goes back to your memories.
It reroutes your like neurons. Like,
yeah.
And so like the past you isn't controlling like your reactions to triggers that would trigger like you back to that moment.
And sometimes it uncovers holes too in your memory. Like a lot of us black out some of our childhood that was like especially traumatic, and and this is the part I think that really scares people about EMDR, is that sometimes it will uncover said memory black holes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is like Ricky's answer on page 121. She's like, he's like, what's love to you? And she's like, I don't have a complete answer. And he's like, give me the incomplete. And she says it's knowing that when you call them at 1 a.m., they're going to pick up, flying home and knowing someone's going to be there for you waiting at the airport, knowing when something's heavy, there's someone who's going to carry it with you, hard truths, warm comments, tight hugs, follow through. Love's a team sport. It's the urge to recalibrate your life to line up with someone else's so you can get from point A to point B in lockstep, even if it means taking a longer route.
That's like, it reads like a poem. I don't know if you've ever seen those poems that have like the slashes in between as like an answer to one question. But it's so beautiful. And actually reading it, because I know, you know, it's different to read a book that you know the person intimately that is writing the book. It's very different, and I've only ever experienced that with you, and now sort of a few of our other author friends. But like, you're the person I know the best that's writing, you know, writing these. And I just thought of all of our friendships, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, and I especially thought of the two of you, and I thought of our friend group, and I thought of like, I know that there's someone there for me that isn't romantic, and what a blessing that is, because you like, romance is obviously a deeper chemical like thing, and that's beautiful and gorgeous, but to know that like you have that in someone that you aren't necessarily like physically having a physical relationship with is, I think, almost even more special. And I like, it was such a beautiful definition of love.
Thank you. But I was listening to like Sabrina Carpenter's like added songs to her emails I can't send when I was writing those. And I was just like crying.
That makes, I mean, Sabrina's relationship with her father is, I feel like, similar to
it wasn't that song though. It was like,
okay.
It was about like things I wish you said. I think that's the song I was listening to on repeat. But what was I gonna say? And then Reed has a really sweet answer too. His starts with like, love is feeling safe, because he doesn't often like feel that way.
I hope someone reads this and realizes that like it's okay to like take the chance and leap and do long distance. As someone that has done long distance, like, yes, it's hard, and yes, it can be painful, but like usually like it's almost always worth it. And this is coming from someone that has long distance relationships that failed. Like, it's such a beautiful thing to try because you care so much, and like not trying is even harder.
Yeah. It's cool how like many older people that I know have come back to me and been like, our relationship started as a long distance relationship and I had no idea. Like my best friend from college, Katie's mom, like wrote me this whole big message about how much she loved the book and like how her and her husband's relationship was long distance and like just about it. And I was like, this is so sweet. And I had no idea. And I've also heard quite a bit, which has been really nice, that like one of their favorite parts of the book was like the friendships. And like, and it's just like, yeah, I have amazing friends.
I was going to say that makes sense because like you've experienced friendship, I think, in a way that many people haven't. Like, yeah. I mean,
I find it interesting that there are not a lot more. Like, I feel like I've been reading a lot of romance books that don't have a lot of very important friendships in it. And I just find that odd. And I feel like, Christine, you did it really well where you like did like weave these other important friendships in the story. And like, there's a time and a place for just a romance book with like the main love interest and the main character. But I'm like, I feel like I'm craving that more, like, especially as like a single woman who I truly rely on my friendships to feel that like that love and that safety from. Like I don't have a lot of family and I don't have a romantic partner, and like that. I was being quiet because I was like kind of emotional, but like that part where she talks about Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Sorry. That part where she talks about what love feels like. I'm like, that is what Christine is to me. And like, I just picked you up from the airport. Sorry.
No,
I think I'm tired and I'm sick.
I saw the two of you actually to each other in that paragraph. So, I mean, I think it's so true. And friendship is, I mean, to be 30 and to be single.
We're past 30, baby.
No, I'm talking about the fucking character.
Ricky.
Talking about Ricky. She needed to have that support system. Like she did. She did. My best friend who's she has her first relationship for the first time now, and I told her to read this book, and she was like, "Oh my God!" Like it made me feel like I wasn't a crazy person, and I loved that. Well, she was like, "Well, no one around me. Haven't been relate to anyone around me, but I can relate to this character."
Yeah,
Natasha and I were talking about, God, a few months ago. We were like really in a slump with romance. I think this was pre Natasha finding Heated Rivalry and hockey books, but we really like could not find a romance book that we wanted to keep reading, that we wanted to dive into. And Natasha goes, "What's a book that you've read recently that like felt good?" Like, and I was like, honestly, Christine's book, like nothing has felt as good as it in a long time. And Natasha said the same, because it is so cozy and it is so whimsical and it is just like you fall in love with everyone in this, including the friends. Yeah. So.
Yeah. I just remember another one of those like little microcosms you were talking about earlier, and I just wanted to not forget to say it because I really loved being able to talk about the whole thing of like having a number one and how like you watch as like your best friends get married, and then you're like, oh, I'm not like the priority if it came down to it, but they're mine.
Who would you push off a cliff?
Yeah. So like this is something that like I started thinking about in high school. My best friend Jenna from New Jersey, when she got her boyfriend, and like when they like started, just like being more serious, I was like, if both of us were like hanging off the edge of a cliff, like who are you gonna save? And she was like, obviously you. But like that changes. Like when you get married, you're making a vow. Like that is the person. So like you become the person who would have to like die. And I know that's an extreme way to look at it, but like that's how you end up thinking when you're like living alone and like you realize like you could choke to death and no one could help you except yourself. Like even just like dumb, like, idiosyncratic fears. Like I have like this, kind of fear of like trying new foods and allergies because my siblings have really bad, serious allergies.
Yeah.
And like when I try a new food here, I have to go through this whole thing. Like, okay, like, is there someone around that can save me if something happens? Like it's like a little ridiculous, but also it's like true.
Yeah.
No, it is.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been experiencing that because I haven't truly ever been single like Christine, where I've been like living alone because I've always had my brother with me. But Alex has been in like a relationship, and like I haven't had so many days where I've been like by myself, like in my home without somebody here in a while. And I'm like, okay, this kind of fucking sucks. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to be okay if I'm like by myself ever. And then trying to figure out like what happens if I don't have a relationship and what that looks like. And anyways, so like I feel that now. I see that.
Yeah. And it just makes like the support system so important.
Yeah.
And yeah, like having like a neighbor that I'm like really close with, like really, it kind of made it really has changed my whole like support system, because I'm like, I do have somebody that I could run to physically. And like it completely grounds you in your space. Like, okay, it's gonna be all right if something happens. But yeah, it was really fun to make them live right, like the dream to live right down the hall from your bestie.
Yeah.
Fucking love that.
Yes. And
I
like
know,
it's kind of like
like, should we get a commune and just all live together?
and there's just like there's just like this underlying theme of like Friends, like the just like the tone of like Friends, the show, where like they live right there, and they're best friends. She's best friends with her husband basically too.
So
I love
cute
that.
and real, like so real. Like I feel like now that a lot of my friends are married with partners, like I just was like, fine, like you're a package deal now. And usually they pick really wonderful people because they're really wonderful.
Yeah.
And that's so nice. One thing that I was thinking about as you were talking support system, that actually is still the same when you're in a long distance relationship, which like is definitely a fear that I'm sure like Ricky thinks through too. But yeah, like you still have that, like you don't have your person near you, and what does that mean? And like that's almost scarier, especially if you become ultra like dependent on someone that's so far away. But
Because there's parts in the relationship that you can't dial in for. Like it's essentially like they're not there physically, and that is such a huge part of a relationship. It's like they're only there emotionally for you,
and sometimes
not
can't.
even then.
Well, and also like you've become addicted to someone physically. Like we know this, like chemically you become addicted to someone's smell, like, and you don't have the same feelings when you're in a long distance relationship in that sense either. And also like it was so real that every single one of Reed and Ricky's first dates or encounters were really fucking extra, and like because you have to go hard. You have to go hard. You have always an allotted amount of time to spend with that person, and especially if you really like them and you feel like it's never enough, like you might as well go balls to the wall. But then the come down afterwards is so much worse.
Yeah, no. Like she's in that relationship long distance for 1 week and she has like a complete meltdown.
Yeah. Valid.
I mean, I would probably too.
All of Ricky's crash outs were so bad.
Crash outs, but then also like she did make it that way herself sometimes. But then other people, she did it that way because of her not being able to, I guess.
There were never any full crash outs though, because like except that one, because in my opinion, because she like can't, because the control thing. It was like she couldn't fully let go. Like even the one that she's crying, like when she's crying about her dad, I'm like, girl, just let it out. Like you were crazy. Like it's gonna, you're gonna feel so much better.
I don't remember what I was saying.
Were there any like weird quotes that like stuck in your brain? Like one that I really love that I added at the last minute, and I always think about is when she's like when she is streaking, but like she's not actually streaking, she's running away and she hides behind the for sale sign, and then they show up in the car and like zoom away, and she's like, I felt like one of Ursula's like shriveled up worm victims. I was like, why
That
is
was
this so
a
perfect?
crazy reference. I
so
did love the
perfect?
Disney gods through line. Like that just made me happy.
Yeah, that was
and
really
all your
fun.
friends are like more like you're into Disney, but you are surrounded by people that are way more into Disney
Yes.
than you, despite being someone that is into Disney, and that cracks me the fuck up. There was one quote that Reed said that like was like, oh well, now I'm in love with him myself. But every single is it like okay, is it a love the italicized, is it obituary? Is it like an obituary line?
Oh, when she has
every
like
single
those
one
images.
of those is so funny. And the one where she goes, president of which themed book club? Delulu. I was like, stop. And that could be any one of us. I was like, it's so funny. Every single one of those made me quack. Like there wasn't a single one of them that didn't make me like laugh out loud.
I'm glad. I loved ending the book with one of those too.
Yeah, no, so good. So good.
I'm trying to find. I like highlighted this one. This is like probably like a microcosm again. I think it's pretty early on in the book. Yeah, it's page 37 in my not this is in my PDF. Giddiness. I'm giddy. Wow, it's been a while. I'm like, I felt that to my core. I'm like, fuck. I wish I had a crush or something. I reach into the mental void for my blanket of cynicism. Cynics are refined, sexy. They don't internally explode into giddy pieces when people they're attracted to pay them a compliment. They feed on the praise, absorbing it into their life force like a power-up in a video game. Keep calm and sexy on.
Thanks. I'm glad you liked it. I rewrote that many, many times.
That's
yeah.
good to know that it doesn't just come so effortlessly.
Like it was a little longer at first, and I was just like, I needed the pacing to like really fit. But like that blanket of cynicism thing was the thing that I really wanted to hone in on, because it's something that I have to like reach for all the time. And I think like as women who are not supposed to want a relationship, you're just supposed to like, it'll happen whenever you're not trying. That sort of mindset. It's like you really do have to like try not to be too excited and like put on your like sexy calm I don't care aura.
Yes, and that's because we're trying to protect ourselves from limerence.
I will say I have simply never been that. I've never been the cool girl, not once,
No.
ever. And I know none of us are,
Yeah.
even if we're trying to be, and I know Ricky wasn't either, but like I empower all of us to let that shit go, care deeply, care hard.
No, yeah. It's
Yeah.
like that thing at the very beginning. It's that like that initial
I must be cool.
talking to somebody.
I just like, I'm kind of like show all the crazy all at once, because at least they'll know immediately.
That's true.
I mean, like when you talk to men, you are so cool. What are you talking about?
I think Chloe.
I actually am not.
You are so
No,
cool.
no, no.
You
I-
have this like sexiness innately whenever you
Me
speak.
with fucking Pascal on my shoulder. You guys are
I'm
like,
not
you're
even-
so sexy.
I'm not even kidding. It's in your voice.
It's because Chloe, the differences between you and us is that you are comfortable approaching men. We just avoid it at all costs. We just don't. It literally, it's like, it's
You
what
are
she's
all
like, I'm
so
not
much
here for
better
you.
than every single man that's put on this planet, and I empower you to approach them because they're all so mid compared to the two of you. It doesn't. I don't care
maybe-
if they're Henry Cavill. It's still compared to you. You are hotter and better and smarter and sexier.
Then it's definitely a mind shift.
Just
but-
Delulu. What is it? Delulu. Like Ricky.
Yeah, I mean, like, also another part of this that I really feel like I kind of embodied after I wrote it was like the line when she's about to do the jump, and she was like, I don't have anything to lose. Like, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna be fearless. Like,
Yeah.
why? And like that was like my motto going into like last year and this year. Like, You don't, and it starts to get more prominent as like you just get older. Like, fuck, I don't have enough time to be like worried about doing stupid things.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Agreed. All right, you want to go through these questions, or are we just gonna
these were like kind of just like to prompt conversation, but like, do any of them speak to you? You got, like, what themed wedding would you want to go to the most? What would you dress as?
I mean, it's probably either the Disney wedding or the Greece wedding.
Totally.
The Greece wedding was epic.
Wedding.
So
not a
as
Grease
someone
wedding,
who's
it
like
was
pretty allergic
Broadway.
to most dogs, I was like, hell no.
It was outside, so
Still no, girl. What? I mean, sure. We talked about painful moment at length.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be the Disney wedding for sure. That would be so fun.
I
Like,
really
how-
liked- Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, just how epic that like you come dressed up as Rapunzel and like the other single guy is dressed up as Flynn. Like, my God. It's
well,
like,
I think Babe kind of orchestrated it because she told her to dress
I was
as
about
Rapunzel.
to say, and they
and
were
he
the
got-
only single people that like.
She
She
knew.
for sure was like,
She
you
knew.
should be Flynn. It'd be funny.
Yes.
Like,
Well, I
mean-
think they didn't tell them.
No,
I think
I know.
They were
I
like,
think-
"You be Flynn." You be
No. I think they tried to sell them on the solo of it. all.
Yeah.
I think that, it was so cutesy. I loved the Disney gods. But I think probably. I mean, I've gone to basically a musical theater. I had a musical theater bat mitzvah. Like my bat mitzvah was musical theater themed.
Nice.
So that was fun to read. I was like, oh my god, brings me
Yeah,
back.
no, that wedding was so fun because I could be like do anything because like first of all they were like movie stars throwing
Yeah.
wedding, like they had like an audition to get in.
Yeah, so good. I really liked Micah. Like, I thought he was like a sleeper hit just because to me, like, to have a partner that's like, oh, well, fuck it, I'll be this girl's best friend and we'll go like be crazy. He like never once like he just fought like he doesn't question. He's like, yeah, I'm in this too. Like we're all in this together. I just love that. I have friends like that I've met through like because
He
they're a
lived
partner.
with them.
Yeah, I live
Yes.
with a married couple, and I feel like it's a whole different ball game and experience. But yeah, you very much become so close to both of them.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it's so like I had this one semester in college where like I was living with 3 of my like still very close friends, and it was the best ever. And like those like after you're working to coming into like the living room and like having tea together and like
Yeah.
catching up, it's just like, or like playing cards, like those moments are like so, it's so rare to have like that all come together where like you could all be living in the same place and like you could all just like get out of your rooms and like sit together and have tea and then go back to your separate things. It's really nice. I love that she had that.
Yeah. I would like to have that one day.
Commune, hello, I just said it.
I know.
Commune.
I'm in the next year or two probably gonna have to figure something out like that.
Commune, got it. Next year or two, we're all in.
Yeah. I know.
Oh
Christine
my
and I were
God.
down in San Diego and we're like, oh, we just love San Diego so much. And I'm like, yeah, but I can't.
Hello.
I know. It's just so far from LA. We have to be up in LA all the time.
I mean, at this point, I make it about once a week. Is it pleasant? No. But
But it's nice having Christine up there.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's nice
if
that
we're
we all
in
are
San
spread.
Diego, then we won't have. Yeah, that's true.
We don't have places to crash. Y'all sleep at my place so often.
I actually think I sleep at
I mean,
Christine's
not me.
more often than
No.
Tosh.
I'm sorry. I'm talking about our friend group.
Yeah,
like,
that's
I
true.
am.
Well, because you're a midway point, so it's
Yeah.
easy to be
You're
like,
the halfway mark.
Hey, Tosh, could I like sleep on your couch? I might do it more now that you have kitties instead of a husky, just because it's actually surprisingly easier for me. So,
Odd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I honestly, Christine is the best for me because my allergies don't flare up.
Got a hypoallergenic boy.
Yes, Benny.
I don't know where he is. I'm a little nervous.
My
Nah,
cats
he's not.
are
He'd cry if he wasn't
both-
that close. You're fine.
Can you see that? Like, there's Arwen,
Oh
and
my
then
God.
Brago's that
Oh my,
dark.
they're so beautiful. I need to come meet them.
I know you haven't met. Neither of you have met them. Well, Christine saw them in passing.
I saw them passing. When I saw them, it was like I was dying.
She's like, I gotta go home. I'm sick.
So ill.
Okay, what else? Does anyone in the chat have any questions?
I mean, we could wrap up. It's been 2 hours, but yeah, if you have any questions or anything you want to say, this is the time before we wrap it up.
I keep I can't remember. Did you keep this in the final draft? But like my other painful moment was when they see each other in the fucking airport.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Yeah.
I was like, Christine, why are you doing this to us?
Yeah,
Oh, it was so perfect because they saw each other at the airport.
I was like,
That was pretty brutal.
that's such bullshit. No.
And then he got on his plane because he was like, fuck. Well, like, that was just so classic, like, control freak trying to, like, solve the problem themselves and then come back and be like, I solved it. And both of them are control freaks. And both of them are like, I'm going to be here and I'm going to tell them in person that I solved it. And he's fucking going to New York because he got a gig. And he's going to tell her and she's there. And he's like, fuck.
Yeah, that was brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did think like the way that you made it, can I call it a third act breakup? I guess, yeah.
I mean, this is the thing. I hate when people call third act breakups because it's just like that's the structure.
That's conflict. No, I know.
Conflict.
So sorry, I won't call it that. But I actually thought that the way you did it was like just so real and like not like it was just, it felt so not forced. And like I feel like sometimes the reason people get on like down about that is because it can feel that way. But it was just like, but it was also so frustrating for the reader because it was like they are trying, you know.
The most frustrating scene for me, and I was like, is this hitting, was when I was so sad for him when he came to visit her for the book club and he was like dressed as the Witcher. And I was just like so annoyed, but like it had to happen this way. Like he is triggered because it is such a mirror of his like big trauma. And then, like, she is just, like, so stuck in her head of, like, she's right. And she, like, they had rules. Like, she didn't do anything wrong. And, like, obviously it's coming crashing down. And she's realizing, like, fuck, yes, I did. But, like, all of that trauma of just, like, listening to all your exes be, like, say they broke up with you for a reason that you thought was so benign. And you completely convinced yourself that it was something else. And it was, like, all on top of each other. Yeah, that scene, I rewrote that, like, breakup, which isn't really a breakup, but that, like, fight a lot, just, like, trying to get, like, the feeling right. But
that was really painful because, like, he put in so much effort.
And he really put himself out there with that costume.
Oh, my gosh. I forgot about that. Yeah, I mean, that whole, like all the, because that was the, like, kind of crescendo-y point, right?
That was like the darkest night of the soul break. Like we went into her the next day is her big like pitch to the board for her raise, and then like that's when her dad shows up and she like breaks the Ring camera because like he's been texting her that whole time and he like thought that she had opened like a sex ring in her apartment, in his apartment.
Painful. But at the end of the book, Reed gets the journal. Someone says M says I'd love a bonus chapter of his adventures using the book.
Ooh.
We'll see. But like his, like the chat, like it's kind of boring if it's not going to her, you know? Like if we're not seeing her, like I've tried to read, I have pushed myself through. My dog is digging in his bed. If you hear that noise,
I hear it.
I have read books from the male point of view when they're not together. You don't like them; they're boring. Like we don't want it. Like when you want to know what the challenge was to get there. Like that's the fun bit. Like what was the task? But like he was coming to LA and doing auditions. Like he was just trying to set up a path where they would have a future together. So he was like, I have to get on this show.
It's so good. I mean, okay, so like all the challenges that she has to do. Okay, I need to be reminded though. So there was
The first one is the 2% milk bath.
No,
Yes.
and someone put in the chat, would you, if the book appeared, if the journal would appear at your house, would you really take a milk bath?
Are you kidding? Of course.
Yes.
That's the easiest one.
100%.
That was
Yes.
like that was the Notebook being
Yes,
like,
but
this
then I
is
thought
silly.
about this, like, smelling like dried milk is actually
Just shower
so vile.
after.
True, but as someone who's done, like, challenges with milk, it's literally vomit-inducing, but she does take a
I've
shower.
bathed with I've done this with Olivia for filming stuff for like the Britney
I'm like,
Spears.
when were you in this situation?
Yes, but like we put the half. It's like mostly water, and then
Yeah.
you just put 1 gallon of milk, and like it's all white. But for Britney Spears, The Evolution, back in the day, the scene where we were doing every time when she was in the bathtub, it's a milk bath. But Ricky had to bathe in all milk, so that's a fucking cold plunge of milk. It's freezing.
that's really cold.
But like all the other ones, like it kind of like lures her into a false sense of security where
Yeah.
like, oh, it's just going to be some silly thing that I have to do. And really it's like, no, face everything hard in your life and fix it.
Yeah. But yeah, I also think that, like, usually when there's a magic aspect, we think that it's either going to be like, I mean, it was just such a driving force, and I loved that it wasn't like this, ooh, teleportation advice, look at this fix that you have now for your long distance relationship. It was like, oh no, look, this is something that's gonna force you to, like,
Yeah,
combat your
actually
biggest fears.
not
like-
really helping.
Yeah, well, the book, I think the journal helped her so much, but
Oh,
it was
yeah.
so painful, and it
not
was
an
like,
easy way.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of those like, we think to ourselves
Sentient
that like
journal.
these things would be like change our lives and like make it so
Yeah.
much easier, but like the reality of it is that like everything's always hard and like you just have to put in the work and
Magic comes with a price.
yeah, everything magic
Sorry.
has a toll.
This is once upon a time. If
I
anyone-
know.
Okay.
We know you.
Thanks.
Oh man, if the journal like this landed on your lap, you would play with it, wouldn't you?
Oh my god, yeah.
I would think that this is Tom Riddle's diary or something. Like,
I mean, that's what she thinks.
oh, that's right.
I love that scene too.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I would love to believe in magic, so I would
Like,
just.
how would you not play with it if it was like this is a
No,
teleportation
especially
device?
since it, like, kept proving that it was magic to her. Like,
Yeah,
I just think that there's no way in hell that I'm not, like, yeah.
not touching that
Yeah.
thing.
Like, yeah, you have to do hard things, but you still get to teleport. Like, hello.
Yeah.
With my crazy religious background, I would be like, this is the devil.
You just like set it on fire. But what if it's not? What if it's God?
Oh,
Oh.
that's true.
Yeah.
Like the burning
right.
bush.
Are you gonna? Do you have a Mary Kiss clip for us, Chloe?
Okay, well, let's do wedding.
Weddings?
Yes, Mary Kiss Cliff, Disney wedding,
Mm.
dog wedding,
Mm.
musical theater wedding.
I guess I'm gonna have to marry the musical theater wedding because I really want to go to it. There was
It
so
was
much
it
cool
was
shit.
it was so cool. It was so cool.
Like the Sweeney Todd bar and like the High School Musical photo booth, which was like all the basketballs.
It did feel like a fever dream.
Oh my god! And it was like the dais in the middle with like the dance competition. Oh,
I would feel
Beth.
pressure though going like to that wedding. If it were keeping everything the same, like you have to be so talented. Like you have to dance well. Like you have to like.
you don't. You just have to keep moving. It's
I
just like,
guess.
have you seen? No, you haven't. The
They're all
Gilmore Girls
celebrities.
episode. No, they're not. Not everybody. Family and friends.
There's still a lot of celebrities there. Oh, I guess I could have done Pilot Osprey and Reed.
Pilot Osprey, Reed, Mary Reed, Kiss.
Yeah.
Osprey's just young, and so is Pilot.
I'd still Osprey though, the kiss at the end of Natasha.
I love
was
Osprey.
So good.
Yeah, he's cutie.
And he's so cute.
He's also not that young.
Oh,
Wait, he's 22?
Or 21. He was 21.
Yeah, but
Sorry.
Isn't Pilot younger?
Pilot is
Pilot
even younger. He's 20.
Yeah, I was about
But
to
like
say.
they're not static in time,
Yeah.
but we just
But
haven't gotten to
Reed
know
is so
them.
hot. Reed is
We've
so
gotten
hot.
to know Reed after 10 years of therapy, and that's hot.
Tosh.
I'm going to marry the Disney wedding. Also, there's chocolate fountains.
True. The dessert room was a nice touch.
Mhm. It was giving the Pride and Prejudice ball.
Yes. That dessert room was at my cousin's wedding, and I still dream about it.
Oh.
Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
that's nice to know. I'm going to kiss
Not
the
the
musical
fire.
theater.
So sorry. Go
I'm sorry, Cliff the dog.
Cliff the dog. Unfortunately, have to Cliff the dog wedding, but I think it'd be like really cute to like stroll through that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think mine's the same.
Mary
Okay.
Theater.
Also,
Or
it's
Mary
New
Disney.
Year's Eve. Or right? New Year's Day.
No, they changed it to Earth Day,
That's right.
Oh,
They
that's
changed
right.
it to Earth Day, April whatever.
April 23rd. Yeah.
23rd.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
Metal says
original
the
though,
dance.
I would not like a New Year's.
I would like a New Year's wedding, but
A dog.
Metal says the dance competition was giving Gilmore Girls.
I mean,
Yes.
yeah, I mean, Grease. It was what it was
Yeah.
based
Yeah.
off of, but
Yeah.
Gilmore Girls, I think, was because of Grease.
Mhm.
Yeah, but yeah, that dance competition scene in Grease, it was like, lives rent free in my mind.
So
Love it so
good.
much. So good. So good. All right, y'all, we're gonna wrap this up. Thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you had a good time discussion. Tafafa, if you want to get the book and you haven't yet, or if you want a hard copy, the link is in the show notes. And Chloe, thank you for joining us. Where can people find you? What do you want to say as your outro here today?
Sure. You can follow me on all the socials. I am on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube as well. And I also go follow Roll With Her, which is a new D&D live streaming show that me and some of the other girls in the friend group are doing. So that should be super, super fun. Yeah, so just stay tuned for everything that's going on. I'm also going to Enchanticon in July and Barbie Dreamfest in March.
Oh, wow,
I'll
that's
be
soon.
there. Yeah, I will be there as an influencer and a guest, and I'll be hosting some fun stuff. So come hang out. You can use my code Chloe15 for 15% off on tickets.
Nice.
Yeah.
Links to Chloe are in the show notes. Thank you all so much for joining us. Our show is edited by Shannon Burton. Our music is by Cole Jenkins with vocals by Heather Traska. We release new episodes every Friday. And if you're a patron, Fangirl Tea Time's coming up next. We'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.
Bye.